Hey, on Dude Soup today, we got news. And how does Lawrence usually do this?
He does a cold open, Adam. Do an intro. Do you want Gus to do the intro or Eddie?
Both of them.
All right, you want to go?
Yeah, let's do it on your thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dude Soup. Today we got a lot of topics, and you know, I'm gonna throw it over to my buddy Gus right now. So Gus, go ahead and start the intro.
I did my full intro already. I'm spent.
Omar, roll the clip.
I didn't hear any.
Roll it. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Get us out of there.
Watch the monitor so I know when because it's so long.
There we go. We're in.
Rally.
Yeah, we have an intro.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey everyone, welcome to another week of Dude Soup. How's everyone doing today?
Pretty well.
Doing great.
Oh my God, we have guests that aren't people who normally work here. First
true.
of all, I'm joined by Bruce Green.
Hello.
He gets mad if I don't introduce him first.
That's not true.
We got Eddie Burback, and we got Gus Johnson from the internet.
Yay, we've done it.
From the internet.
Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I asked you yesterday, and you came, and you came
Today.
and then I came.
That's like very little notice, which we really appreciate, by the way.
Yeah, no worries.
we don't have much going on
anything ever.
at all.
You guys make YouTube videos, though, I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
don't get asked to return as guests much if we're on anything. So
It'd be a big, strong, only appearance.
for the confused individuals who do not know who our guests are or who Bruce is.
Oh, great.
We'll get you all caught up on that. But first, let me let you know that we're sponsored by three wonderful sponsors today. We got Bespoke. You get 20% off your first subscription box. You go to boxofawesome.com and enter code DUDE at checkout. We're also sponsored by ButcherBox this month only. You get some free meat. That's also $20 off your order when you go to butcherbox.com/dudesoup and enter Dude Soup at checkout. And lastly, we're sponsored by Squarespace. If you go to squarespace.com/dudesoup, you guessed it. You get a free trial, and you can actually use the offer code DUDESOUP, one word. You'll save 10% on your first purchase for a website or domain, but we'll be hearing more about them later. First, let me talk to the humans in the room.
Ooh, okay.
Who do I start with?
We start with
the meat,
I think you start with
probably.
Gus and Eddie.
I don't know. I have a lot of questions for Bruce. I guess, yeah, for those who don't know, what are you guys all about? What's your story? I guess I'll take it from how I know you. I
Okay.
saw, years ago, I saw this funny Spotify spoof ad
Yeah.
of a man yelling into his kitchen into like a microphone. And I was like, that's pretty funny. I'll keep an eye on him. He's cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You know, a funny story about that one. It was recording a Spotify ad, and it's just they're loud and obnoxious, and I was just making a horrible noise and mess and stuff. I poured a full bag of David sunflower seeds into an open blender, and like I had my buddy Tyler was filming. I was just like, all right, Tyler, like this is kind of a one-take thing because I'm pouring a family-sized bag of sunflower seeds into a blender. So like if stuff gets messed up, you just got to roll with it. So I pour it in there, I go, and I say my line, and right away, Tyler goes, hey, that was kind of quiet. I don't know if we caught that one on the audio. And I just lost it. It took me like an hour to clean up the kitchen and reset that.
So, and Tyler's not here today.
No, just because of that
Yeah.
reason.
But Eddie's become your new servant, and that's cool. How did you guys meet, actually? Gus and Eddie?
well, we both do like our channel stuff, and we just I saw one of Gus's videos on the trending page. I think like when was that? That was like 2 years ago now,
Yeah, it was
right?
a while ago.
It was I think it was How to Be a Professor, and I just like nobody on YouTube talked to me at all, so I was just like, he looks cool, and I went to his Twitter and I just like DM'd him, and I was like, good video. And Gus went and watched my stuff, and then we both liked each other's stuff, so we just started talking.
That's really nice.
Yep, and
That's a
now
really
we're
nice
lovers.
story. You guys live together, I thought.
Yeah,
We do. We do.
Really?
That's that. They think they actually do live together.
That's
We
how you keep
do
the
live
rent
together.
low.
It does. Yeah, see, we're thinking.
They say marriage is about love.
It's about rent.
Not a
Cheap
chance.
rent.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And
Try to be a
bills.
YouTuber, then I won't divorce you.
It's also sex whenever you want, right?
On demand.
No.
That's with the YouTube thing too. That's with
Sex
us.
whenever you want.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's that?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, I thought we'd stick to the beat sheet that we planned out.
There's too much.
You gave meat on the table.
the meat sheet. It's that meat sheet.
Beat the meat
Check
sheet.
your meat sheet. I did want to talk about, so as Eddie said, actually, that's, I think how a lot of people have been noticing yourself is on Reddit. How are you gaming the system so well, and how do I do it too?
I don't know. Reddit is a fickle place. They
Yeah.
will love you or they will hate you, and they will change their minds the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to sprinkle in some kind of topical memes and stuff sometimes, just relatable stuff. And if someone can go, I see that, or that's it, then they like it more.
because you guys had the Academy Awards, was it the Super Bowl?
I was the Super Bowl.
right,
halftime.
yeah.
That was like immediately.
We shot it during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I
still,
think it was because the show was playing and we were just really hoping for the SpongeBob one. So like mid of like Levine's show, we were just like, we got to make a meme of it like right away if he doesn't do it, and then he didn't. So we
we had a bunch of people that were like, "This is bullshit. Like you guys just filmed 2 eventualities and stuff." It's like you see the Super Bowl happening in the background still. It's like, what?
Well, I guess you could have recorded it and played it back.
That's true.
But I
think
think
of the different
that's fine.
different possibilities of what could have happened there. Like they were like, yeah, they just filmed 2 scenarios, one where it was and one where it wasn't. It's like they did like a little bit of it, so it's like so hard to plan those. It's like impossible.
See, I think that's where your magic is that you guys actually do it when it's happening. Because I'll do that a lot. I'll check in on your channel, and see what you guys are doing. And I'm like, yeah, that just happened. And watch the video. I'm like, that's exactly it. That's it. Like you seem to have tapped in to what people are thinking right when they're thinking it, which is perfect.
It helps when you have no crew and no production costs and stuff, because you just like, we don't even light stuff. It's just like, open that window really quick or drag a lamp out there. And
It
then
also comes from the panic of not having videos. So then something comes along. It's like, oh, I have this. Okay, thank God.
I just bought myself 3 days where I don't have to try to do
It's been
anything.
2 weeks of panic.
That's the magic of YouTube. That's what YouTube, I think, is made for, to be honest with you. It's that timely stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of curious because looking at your channel, I noticed timecode wise, it's a little on the lower end.
Yeah.
And we have been working in this YouTube game as we're basically dinosaurs at this point for how long we've been making content. And it was always like, make longer stuff. You know, you always see those YouTubers with the 10-minute and 1-second video. You're like, oh, they want that.
Yeah.
They want that last little ad read.
Little ad read, yeah.
Do you think that was sort of a good entry point for you to get in, was do shorter videos? That's sort of like, I notice people tend to have shorter attention spans these days.
Yeah, that helped a lot because like I started out making content almost specifically for the YouTube haiku subreddit, which is 30-second or less, just comedy videos and stuff. But the flip side of that was I would get really clickable, short, rewatchable links, but you didn't make any money at all.
You make no money
there's
at all.
no money in that stuff. So
And
then
you're
I
probably
just had
getting
to push.
demonetized randomly too, because
yeah.
YouTube's a fickle mistress.
Yeah, the demonetization, that adpocalypse, the first one just completely destroyed me. But now here we are.
And then Eddie, for you, I'm sorry, I have only seen you in Gus's videos.
Oh, that's
so
fine.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I recognize him. He's the guy in the Luigi hat. There you go. When did you come out to LA?
We both moved in the early July this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So we've only been here for like 6 months or a little bit more than that then.
How do you like it?
It's great.
It's great. Everything's
People are
perfect
kind
all the time.
Are people kind?
Never.
When you go to a bar, nobody's talking about everything they've done professionally and shoving it in your face or anything like that. Never happens.
It's too bad because both Adam and I are from Los Angeles, and these are the stories I always hear from people that move here, and it's always such a bummer because there are really great parts of our city.
Yeah.
Well, no, I like
You know,
it for
like-
for
Well,
the
but
most part.
there are
but
really good people here too, and
Yeah.
and a lot of people that I've heard talk about LA are always saying, "Oh no, like everybody here sucks." And I'm like, "Well, who are you talking to?" And they're like, "Oh, well, nobody that's from here. They're all transplants." And I'm like, "Well, then that means you're the problem."
yeah.
So it's like the more that you talk to people that are from around here, usually they're super chill. Usually they don't care about what's going on in the industry.
I think people have a idea. I mean, I'm sure you guys did. You have a vision of what Los Angeles is, and some people think Los Angeles is a cool party place where you're doing cocaine all the time and there's hot models all the time. So when they come here, they try to make that a reality.
Yeah.
And then when they get burned out, they're like, "What the fuck? I thought it was a magic time." You're like, "No, you suck.
Yeah.
You're an awful person, and you just had this projection of an idea and you brought it here." Like Bruce and I are from here, and like I go to bed at 11. I have a very modest, quiet home. Like, I don't like getting loud and drunk, and I don't like talking to Hollywood people.
I hate it. You like? Do you guys like
Yeah.
go out to bars a lot or what?
That's
really-
the point.
That's
Really?
the thing
like
is,
it.
yeah, we don't do it much. That's when we moved here too. It was great with the expectation of here because we wanted to move in together so we could start doing YouTube. And it was like, well, we just need a place, and there are people doing YouTube here. So most of what we do is just like drink beer and play video games in our apartment.
That's
It's
great.
Not,
Yeah.
it's not much of like going
the
out
LA
and being
dream.
like, it's the LA party life. I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah, the only real difference is now we can order food late when we're
Yeah,
at home,
Postmates is huge.
and that's the only difference.
Wait, you couldn't do that before?
Well, I mean, where I come from a town of 1,000 people. If you don't obtain your food before 6 p.m., nothing's open for a 3-hour radius around you. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, it is one of those things. It is I'm sure other cities are like this, cultural meccas, basically, you know, your New Yorks and Chicagos and stuff. It is pretty cool that I can go to a grocery store and be like, man, I had some really cool like Chinese mustard the other day. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, neat. I feel like scallops tonight. Also this. You know, they're going to be open till 11. I'll just come back and figure it out later.
I have 3 Chipotles within 1 mile of them. That's the dream. Literally 1 mile and 3 of them. And I can go to anyone I want.
The whole bar thing though is interesting because for years it was always like, yeah, go out and party. I'm like, so what do you like take a bus home afterwards or like, no, you drive and just hope you don't get caught.
No.
You're like, that was seriously, that was like no joke when like I think I went to a bar. I was underage. I got snuck in for like a company party thing. And they're like, I was like, I'm a little tipsy. And they're like, yeah, just sleep in your car. And I'm like, why?
That's what people used to do.
Well, they're like, well, because otherwise you're going to get a ticket
Yep.
because you're parked at that meter. I was like, this is stupid. This sucks. So, because that was before Uber or Lyft or anything like that. So
What a savior.
apparently DUIs have gone way down in LA. So
Yeah,
They
good.
should have.
yeah.
I would imagine so.
I don't know. Cool places like New York have the metro and they stay open till 4 a.m. and then people just drink all night and then go to work in a couple hours.
There you go.
So cool. New York lifestyle. That's the problem.
So we all need to move to New York. Is that what you're saying?
Let's just pack up our things, guys. All moving together into like a studio apartment.
Are we doing this right now? Is this
Let's
live?
do it. It's
Let's do
happening.
It's
This is
live.
a
We
live-
have
the
to.
live
Dang
podcast.
it.
We gotta
Don't look
do
at the
it.
meat. Look at me. Sorry. But I did actually want to talk about because you are sort of living the Hollywood dream. You guys have a Comedy Central show.
We're kind of working on something. Yeah,
It's mainly Gus's. I'm just like a guest on it.
Oh,
Okay.
you.
Well, because also Bruce is in it, so I was very
I
confused.
just, I just randomly popped in.
That was such a weird, beautiful turn of events because it's like I was shooting it so last minute before like everyone was leaving town, and it was a day where like you got everything going on, and I was just hobbling together the script, and Jamie's like, "Oh, Bruce is over there." I was like, "Yeah, okay, come on," and then we just made it. And
So
then
how did that come about? Like, what is it?
it is like it's the low budget series, and it's like a low budget retelling of like a lot of genre tropes from like just whatever. So we did like low budget rom-coms, so then we're making fun of a bunch of like romantic comedies, and then we're gonna do like sci-fi next or something like that.
we did one Monsters Inc. one before. That was like one of my favorite things we've ever
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite thumbnails. I think it's Gus with a gun.
Yeah, it's me as Sully with like a doormat that looks like his fur, and it's pointing a gun at Eddie's.
Yeah, with a bucket on my head. Yeah.
Not seen that.
But I mean, it's just a web series right now for Comedy Central. I'd like to do more work with them in the future, but it's nice because they don't really have any creative input. They just are like, all right, go make it.
That's
And then-
actually really cool if they don't do that.
yeah, they've been really cool to work with so far. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
And it's like we're not even. I mean, we just use our little point and shoot camera. That's your offices too.
Yeah,
by
that's
the way.
That was the first thing that caught my eye. I think this just popped in on my feed somewhere, and I went, "Oh wow, that looks like our office."
Yeah.
that's Bruce. That's my car. I'm like, that's so weird.
Well, Jamie came over and was like, "Hey, do you want to be in a Gus video?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And then like a couple weeks later, I got an email. I think it was from either you, Gus, or Jamie. I was like, "Oh, this is for Comedy Central." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what? Hold on. And so then, as it went up on the channel, everyone's like tweeting, was like, "Why are you in a Comedy Central show with Gus?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I mean, yeah, like look at there's the lamp that we lit it with and stuff. And
We were fully scrambling this day too. Like
also the camera died, and I brought one camera and one battery for a little point and shoot. So like I shot a few scenes just on my old like S7 cell phone, and like that's the thing is like there are really no repercussions for this one. Later on in the episode, Eddie had to fly back home, and I was like, "Damn it, we're fucked. I don't know what to do." And I was like, "Oh, I'll just recast his character." Like halfway through.
yeah, it's for this.
Yeah, it's that one. So then I
Sabrina.
just used Sabrina, my girlfriend, and I made her wear the wig that looks already like the hair that she has.
that day
that's,
too.
That's Gus. That's Gus's wig.
That's it.
When we shot with
Seamless.
you too, it was like I was leaving to go back home to Chicago. Like I think like 2 hours from when we were shooting that.
Yeah.
So it was like trying to get those scenes was so hectic, but it kind of adds to it because it's low budget.
It's all really fast
So,
and low
yeah.
budget. Yeah.
How's the response been?
People like it so far. They really like it. I'm really happy.
251 people didn't.
Those bastards. Let's delete it, honestly. If you're watching, take it
I
down.
only had 250 of those accounts. I don't know who that asshole guy is.
Who is the guy that goes, "I will make a difference"?
Yeah, I
he
hate
sees
that.
the behemoth of 34,000 likes and he goes, "I will be the David against your Goliath."
You know what always bugs me? We were talking about this before. Do you ever get this where like sometimes people will tweet it at you right when you drop a video? You know, it's usually like everyone drops a like on it. But there's a guy, I get this all the time. People will screenshot it and send me a picture of the first downvote and be like, "Sorry, Gus, I love you, but I had to do it." And
yes,
it's like,
yeah.
fuck you though. I don't know. Like, what did you think I was going to cheer for you?
I guess it's the one thing they have that makes them like special in a way of like I own this, I got it.
Yeah, they think they're trolling you, and they're
Yeah.
doing it in like
Yeah.
a funny way, right? But I don't know that people realize that those sorts of things that I don't know. You guys do this, but we do it. I look at it all the time. I'm always like, oh man, like the likes and dislikes, and like if something is really disliked, I'm like, oh, there's a problem. Like I'm gonna go look into it, why there are so many dislikes. So when people drop a bunch of dislikes on a video, that to me is a big deal. Like I go and look, and like if there are 800, 900 people that drop a dislike on a video, then it's like I'm like, oh shit, what did I do wrong? You know, like
Yeah.
I look at the comments, read the comments, and if somebody's like, this was really bad, I'm like, oh man, what did I do wrong?
To be
Like,
fair-
should take it personally.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 of our most disliked videos. I'll throw these one out there. One was we played a game. It was some like army simulator or something where you drive a truck. And we uploaded it,
right.
and on that exact same day,
That's right.
there was a terrorist attack where someone was hitting people with a truck. And they were like,
Such a bummer.
And people were
Yeah.
like, guys, poor taste. And we're like,
could
I have
you-
no,
Yeah, I didn't know.
I have no control of the world's news cycle.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
we didn't. No way did we plan this.
Yeah.
Like, and we're just sort of like, sorry, I don't like. It's a dumb video where we're hitting people with a truck, and we did not mean any offense in any way whatsoever. The other one, there was some weird countdown timer for.
Oh yeah, that was it Death Stranding or PT or
I want to say it was from Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom
maybe that's
Pain.
maybe it was
There was some weird ARG countdown time or something, and then it ended up clicking out to one of our videos because it was a gag. And so I guess the guy was a fan or something, and one of our videos just has all these dislikes. Because people are like, no Phantom Pain, fuck you. And I'm like, what did we do?
What do we do? Yeah, it's always what do we do?
I don't know, but that's sort of our. Hey, don't beat up yourself. You
Well,
know?
I mean,
It's
on
okay.
YouTube, like it's tough. I don't know. Again, I don't know if you guys do this, but when you look at that stuff, you're always like, oh man, fuck you. Like, you know, like it's like, oh, really funny, but also, hey, this is my livelihood.
Yeah.
You know, it's our job.
Don't fuck with public opinion, please.
I saw somebody try to describe it as like their perception of likes and dislikes is like, no, I'm a fan. And if I think a video is just below par, then I dislike it. And it's like, that's not what I think it is, though.
Yeah.
It feels hurtful when I see it.
Like I can maybe count on both hands how many times I've disliked a video in the
Yeah.
last year. Like it's got to be the most heinous shit to be like, dude, I'm sorry, I got to drop a dislike.
Yeah,
and these
yeah.
people just throw them out like a flower girl walking down the aisle. I don't like that.
YouTube will do a thing sometimes. So, one example: someone sent me a, moon landing was faked video, and it was like, "Oh, you like that?" And it was just like, "No, stop." So I was actively disliking, saying, "Stop recommending this to me, YouTube." But like YouTube's really pushing its agenda on me of
Yeah.
like,
The
fake
but
moon
maybe it was fake.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's take it back. No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I got like the opposite end of that where recently I had a video on somebody and I don't want to fully go into it just because I don't want to give that guy credit. But like he had compilations on YouTube all the time and that's where he was kind of getting successful. And my video was like, oh, it's about that. Let's recommend it to everybody who has been watching his content. And it's like, no, don't do that at all. I just said I wouldn't scream and I did
You
it.
screamed away from the mic. I
you
like
can
that.
back
That's
up.
good etiquette. Good etiquette.
And speaking of screaming, I have a scream of a deal for you guys. Take those
Oh.
gifts I gave you.
Oh, I was
Here
gonna-
you go. You're probably wondering why we have the penultimate pen, a knife, and this. Oh, you're not supposed. That's fine.
I turned it over.
Is magnetic. You're supposed to.
Oh, that's
So it's
right.
this sweet hourglass.
Wow.
That Bruce did wrong somehow magically.
I really did.
Because they're all brought to you by Bespoke. Bespoke is our sponsor, Omar. So I would like to let you guys know when you're constantly on the go, grinding away at the office, hanging out with your friend, there's not much time to think about upgrading your style or apartment. Am I right? That's why we love getting a new box of awesome from Bespoke every month. And when Lawrence is done taking all the things he wants, we get to actually play with his leftovers. So thank you. These guys are out scouting for quality and unique products to send in each box. And now you can experience it too, like the cool guys we are at this table with our toys. Did you see the hourglass? Can you see it?
Nice.
See my
You
pen?
kinda see it.
Do you have a pen? Can we get the pen
I'll
cam on
show
here?
more of the pen.
Wow,
You
look
guys
at that.
not have a
Yeah.
pen cam on this podcast? Because we definitely have one on ours.
We only have like 4 cameras.
Aren't you supposed to press this button? I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's all cool. It's all cool. You can see all these amazing things at boxofawesome.com. We've gotten amazing things like throwing knives, this amazing hourglass, and what that thing is called the penultimate pen, Gus. Do you know why it's called the penultimate pen?
Why is that?
Because it does more than just be a pen. There's a level built in there. There are rulers.
Whoa.
There's like a stylus thing on the back.
Oh, yeah, there is. Wow.
That's what the astronauts would use if they were real.
Do Do you think astronauts use styli?
They should probably
think they do.
use
I think
that.
they
Would
do.
make a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
To get started, visit boxofawesome.com. Just answer a few short questions that'll help them get a feel for the boxes that best go with your style. Each box goes for under $50, but has more than $70 worth of unique gear waiting inside for you. Like this hourglass that Bruce finally figured out is magnetic. It's pulling the metal filaments through the hole. It's pretty cool. The first of each month, you'll receive an email with all of your box details, and you'll have 5 days to change colors and sizes, add extra little goodies to your box. If you're not feeling that month's box, you just skip it. It's easy. So Bespoke Post offers essential goods and guidance for the modern man. We're all pretty modern men here.
I'm pretty modern.
Our grandfathers wouldn't look back at us and cringe a little bit. No.
They might.
I'm with the
Can't even.
times.
I think they're
because they're
dead.
dead,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That would be.
Some of them are still
I'd
alive.
like to see him try.
Look at me, ghost grandpa. I'm a modern man. So if you want to receive 20% off your first subscription box, go to boxofawesome.com. Enter code DUDE at checkout. That is boxofawesome.com. Code DUDE for 20% off your first box. Bespoke Post theme boxes for guys that give a damn.
We do. We give a damn.
I give a damn.
Because I'm a modern man.
We just talk about likes and dislikes. How much we give a damn.
Yeah.
about those.
I'm a 5-star man. Whatever Dennis says. Yeah, I saw your ad read on your video, and I was like, yeah, I gotta step up my game.
Which one?
The recent one,
The Audible one?
Yeah.
To step up your game.
see,
You know
like,
what I
that's
do?
the
You know what
thing.
I do every time is I finish editing the full video and I go, shit, I got to do the ad read. And then I don't shower and I just put on a ball cap and I go, hey, get some Audible here. I don't try.
You also wrote books on your.
I think I
computer
wrote
screen.
books on like sumo paint on
Yeah.
the screen.
I enjoy that. Also on top of the Comedy Central show, I'm just going through my notes because I don't know who you are. You have a live show coming up. That's exciting.
Oh yeah, doing a show at the Irvine Improv. Tickets are sold out there, but then I'm doing a second one in Oxnard as well.
How do you get going with that?
I was not leaving the house for 2 weeks in November, and I was like, I gotta get out of the house. If I make myself have to do something, then I have to do it. So then I just texted my manager and said, hey, I'm doing a live show in March. And then I was like, shit, now I have to do that. So now I'm doing it.
How many people are? How many people does it seat?
The Irvine one seats 500, and so I'm happy about that. And then the Oxnard one seats, I think, like about 400, and there are still tickets available for Oxnard. So please buy those for the love of God.
What can we expect from the live show?
It's gonna be some live stand up, some comedy music, maybe some special guests. Dare I say?
Is this a one-man show, Gus, or are there more people there?
I wouldn't know of any special
Who
guests.
could it possibly be?
Anybody.
Maybe is it the filaments?
It could have been fully spoken or bespoked. I already forgot the name.
It's bespoke. All right.
It's
It's
bespoke.
fine. And also, you're nominated, or you already won a Streamy. I don't keep up. Steamy.
Steamy. What is it called?
It's a Shorty Award.
Shorty Award.
That's it.
We
It's
thought
not
it was a stream.
A Streamy is like, I think they're very, very similar. So it's
They
not
are,
really
yeah.
that big. Yeah.
One's a whale and one's a little guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sugar Pine won one of those.
They
and
won a
it-
Streamy.
and it went to their
Okay.
head.
Yeah,
So when you win, when will you go insane?
When will I go on? I could schedule maybe about 2 months down the road or so. What I did though is I don't like the award ceremonies where you have to like badger your fans to vote for you all the time. So
Is this one of those?
This is one of those. So I said it once in a video and I said, you're not going to hear me say it again, except I just said it again.
Yeah, but this
This doesn't
it's
count.
a different
I'm
video.
talking
Okay.
about not
This
saying
is a different
it again.
video. This doesn't count.
Have you guys ever won an award for anything?
Outside of like high school, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gus is right.
used
Outside
to-
of high school, no.
Dude, I used to kick ass at the spelling bee circuit though. No joke.
I did too.
Dude, I would just ream through the competition.
Yeah.
I love spelling bees.
Did you spell ream?
Ream? R-E-A-M if you're talking about paper.
There are different forms of ream.
Okay.
That's true. I don't know how to spell the not paper.
I always thought I'd be good at spelling bees, but the person saying the words.
Yeah.
Because I don't say words good. And I would be a great challenge. Where I'm like, say philanthropist. Like, can you use it in a sentence? No.
I don't know.
That's a challenge.
Can you ask?
I think also I did get a participation trophy one time for karate. and I got my ass kicked.
Dude, yeah. I used to do wrestling in kindergarten, and then I quit right away. And I went to one tournament, and I got pinned within 10 seconds 6 times. The last time, though, because for the tournament, if you keep sucking, they put you against suckier kids so that you keep maybe hopefully winning once. Yeah. And the last guy, I was going to beat him, but it was this skinny little kid with braces, and he was going, and I started laughing, and then he just like shit his pants basically with a big fart, and I was laughing so hard that I just lost. But I got a trophy.
Did he pin
too.
you after he farted?
Yes.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was like
So he stunk.
it was like the
And he
Harry
pinned
Potter
you.
Voldemort wand thing back and forth. I was winning, and then he farted, and I went full Voldemort. I lost.
Is that a strategy for wrestlers? Is just to do that and gross out the farts?
I've seen them get a finger up in there.
What?
That's
Yeah,
there's
I've seen
there's
that
images
too.
of that where
Oh,
like they
man.
get
People
them,
do
they
that.
get behind and they're just I think it's just like a dominance thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see
Territorial kind of thing.
I'm looking at the list of
Well,
influencers.
what were you nominated for, Gus?
Yeah.
For the short
Was it comedy?
Yeah, YouTube comedian. I
YouTube
think.
comedian. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't see you on here.
I mean, I'm sure. I know that. I remember seeing you tweet.
Are you
about it.
Ali Wong?
I am Ali Wong. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't think you're on
I
here,
don't
man.
know who a lot of the nominees
Yeah.
are on that.
We didn't either. We've been to both of these.
Oh my
Adam and I
gosh.
both. We've been to these award shows, the Shorties and the Streamies.
I don't think you need to worry about winning because you're going to be up against some categories like emoji of the year.
What about GIF of the year?
GIF of the year.
Don't at me, girl.
Is that an award category or?
Yeah, it is. We're not joking. GIF of the year, emoji of the year, Instagram
There's meme of the year, Instagram of the year.
What are some of the meme of the year nominees?
American Chopper argument?
What?
Oh,
That's old.
The handlebar mustache guy.
Yeah.
That's not from this year, though, right?
It's from many. That I think that episode aired 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yanni versus Laurel.
What? That's
was a
not
classic.
That's not even funny.
That's not
It's
true.
not. There's so many like good memes. It's hard to do that category because memes age so poorly. But
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
weird with the Shorties because like I think Gus should win in comedy, but it's also like did
not
somebody else
nominated.
work?
What you
Wait,
got?
that's a real. I see
Best
John Mulaney.
celebrity, you've got Whoopi Goldberg and Yoko Ono on there. Who's voting for Yoko Ono?
Ali Wong's an actual stand-up, and so I mean John Mulaney's on there. What are the nominees? I'm confused what I'm looking at.
I'm not seeing Gus.
Joe Biden's on
further.
celebrity. Who
Dude.
created?
Yeah, scroll.
If Joe Biden was a YouTube comedian, you would lose instantly.
Oh,
No, that's the LGBTQ
plus
account, but that's a different Gus.
Search another Gus. There it is.
YouTube comedian.
Yeah,
there we
right.
go.
You're up against like Jarvis
Yeah.
Johnson, Kaylin Allen, Karina Garcia.
Omar, way further down. Keep going. Further down.
really make
How
you
many-
feel important.
How long is this going to be? Like the award show is going to be like 4 hours.
They're
Oh,
long.
Michaela's nominated. Cool.
Oh yeah, we know Michaela. She's cool.
They're like 2
You
hours.
have to say that.
Let me see. Before Eddie told me who Jarvis was, I don't know anyone else on here.
Other than Michaela,
Is Rachel Ballinger? Is that Colleen's sister or something?
I don't know.
Guava
any of
Juice
this.
is on there.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's YouTuber
For
of
best
the year.
children's scammer of the year.
Yeah.
Which cam do I
He's
look
got a
at?
face. He's got a face only a mother could love. But there it is. Man, yeah. Hold on. Let me look Funhaus real quick. Nope, not coming up. I
we were
spelled
nominated.
it wrong.
We were nominated one year, and you spelled it wrong.
Did they really?
No, I spelled it wrong.
We were nominated one year. I think it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We didn't win. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't win because I don't think we wanted to talk to our fans about it either. We didn't want to have them vote.
Yeah.
We're just like,
It feels weird.
Yeah,
it
it's
feels
yeah.
weird.
Also, regardless, it's like my mentions have been unusable for the last month because when someone votes for you, it automatically @s you on Twitter. So it's like,
What?
Thank
Oh,
you for wrecking
geez.
my mentions for a month, shorties.
Holy shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
thanks for inviting me.
Like, I guess award shows too, I think, sort of lose their merit once it's open up to the sea of the human race. Because, so Nobel Peace Prize, like, who saved the earth the best? Okay,
that's
there's
true.
like 3 dudes, maybe a couple nice people out there who helped. Then, like, the Oscars, okay, there's a select few. Then you start opening up to the Golden Globes. You're like, okay, we're.
there's the Emmys and the Grammys.
And then, yeah, sort of, and then when you go, it's the Shorties, like, what do I win for? Whatever.
Yeah.
GIF.
Yeah, the best table of the year. The Lack. I don't know. Or the Hergerber. Whatever new thing is from
Talking about
IKEA.
IKEA? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the IKEAs. Why don't we make that an award show? Kill me.
How would you spell the IKEAs?
It would have to. They
Well,
would,
you're
they would
good
find
at
a way.
spelling.
Oh, that's true. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
The whole instruction manual to instruct the name for it.
Boy, oh boy.
You brought up guava juice earlier, and I really wanted to talk to you about your the arcade stuff. And
I'm glad you asked, Bruce.
I really did. Like,
That's,
I'm actually
that's
really
on my
excited
little
about that.
document that I
Yeah.
didn't put together last minute. It's no. I was working yesterday on my day off. I promise. So actually, yeah, I think was it yesterday or a couple days
I think
ago?
it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago, Gus, you put a video about arcade channels. And I kind of want to just talk about YouTube channels in particular. I know, Eddie, you work very much in this world of shit.
Yeah, talking about bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
But I mean, that's good for you guys, though, right? That's ammo that you can use for content.
Oh, I love doing it.
So we can get our shorty horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only reason I like started doing it was because I would just be before like H3 got popular and everything. I didn't know you could do it, and I would just be like ranting to my friends, like annoying them, being like, "Look at this thing, it's so bad."
I will say I had a moment of panic because we did a video maybe a year ago where we played a crane game as a sponsored video. It was some crane thing.
Toraba.
Yeah,
Toraba.
but it's a Japanese company that wanted to pay us. We're like, that's fine, whatever. But you physically play a game online.
Well, you play through like a keyboard. So you like tell it
Yeah.
where to go, and then the claw, basically you give it the controls, the claw will go out and get it.
Oh, cool.
Or miss, which it always does. And then it comes back and you have credits. It's like an arcade.
I was
an
like,
actual
I was
arcade.
like, did we fuck up? Did it come back down? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if we disclosed it, but when we played it, they gave us like unlimited credit. So they're like, you play forever. I'm like, okay, it costs money, but we got paid to do this. So it's pretty clear it's a sponsored
Sponsor
video.
video, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But no, you actually revealed something more sinister and actually more sad, I would say.
It's more sad than anything, because the thing is too, in the grand scheme of like YouTube stuff, that it's not like a big like everybody look out, this is Watergate of YouTube here.
Yeah.
You know,
Everything's Watergate.
everything's Watergate.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have a number of big channels that are like directly, fully lying about the content of the videos, where you're like, hey, I'm winning an iPhone out of the stacker machine. Like I'm winning $10,000 out of this claw machine, and they don't do that. Like they just literally don't. And a couple of the bigger channels too will go to like an arcade and make it seem like they fairly won all this stuff, but then they own the arcade. So like you can doctor the machines to win stuff.
Yeah, that's like owning your own DDR machine.
Yeah.
And putting in your own score.
And they're like, hey,
To be
Good
sort of
analogy.
fair with it, though, they did. Some of them you said put it in their description, right? But
Yeah,
we talked
some
about
of
it
them.
before you made the video, and it's like if kids are watching your video, just
don't-
putting it in the description is going to do literally nothing.
No.
reads the description like, hey, you know, if you guys, I won this iPhone. If you want to come win an iPhone, I mean, I got it at this arcade. It's like you
Giving
got to
it
say
away.
that you own that goddamn arcade.
Well, I was
you know?
going to say that arcade was like in somebody's garage.
Or would you say it's owned by their family?
Well, the thing is, yeah, there's some where it's like their family owns the arcade. Most of the time, these guys will say like, I'm winning an iPhone 10 from this claw machine. They'll stretch out 12 minutes, you know, to hit that extra ad mark. And then they will say, okay, guys, so we couldn't win the iPhone, but I still wanted to win the iPhone. So I got this box and I'm just going to put it into my claw machine at home. It's like, that's purely against YouTube's deceptive practices.
Who has a
Like,
claw machine at home, by the
Right?
way?
People
Who
who
does
love
that?
it.
I don't understand. Well, so a question I wanted to ask you was,
Yeah.
because I've noticed you guys have been kind of ranting about certain things on YouTube, and generally that's like just a shithole you don't want to step in, because usually it's like you step in that and then it's just drama. You guys have been able to avoid that for the most part. Why? What makes you want to do that? What makes you want to go out there and be like, let's actually bring this down. Let's actually change this arcade channel thing for the better.
I think, well, to answer the first part, I think it's genuinely, we're really nice and no one really has any problems with us for the most part. And we're not really calling for, like in this one too, I'm not saying like YouTube, like take all this shit down and stuff. We're just saying like, this is weird. And it seems like it's really going against like YouTube's policies and stuff. So like maybe look at this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
I think you even said in the video, you're like, I don't know how to fix this.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
just-
I don't know.
you did. Yeah.
Like with I talked about like Chris Brown on a previous one, which was clearly a huge shit show that I knew was going to happen too. But that's the thing is I get most of what I do, I don't like do such a deep dive. It's mostly just like, hey, look at this thing that I found here. Like, get some eyes on this, you know? Eddie's research is far and above better than
I
mine.
wouldn't even say mine's that good at all.
I don't know. But is that, like Bruce saying though, is it activism or slacktivism?
Whoa.
nice slack.
Your word for today is slacktivism. Please use it in a sentence.
This one's slacktivism, probably.
Okay.
My
Chris
main thing
Brown's activism, but
for most of my videos that really bothered me, and it's not one thing is I would say I started doing mine because I wanted to, because it's fun, I think, to do that format. Like I would watch like Last Week Tonight or something like that, and I like being able to talk about something and then like insert your own bits into it that might not even be involved. But what really bothers me is the amount of kind of like, I don't think we could like regulate it, but the amount of like shitty 20-year-old dudes who are like taking advantage of kids and just like selling things to them like crazy, where it's like, I don't know what it's doing to kids' brains to just constantly be sold something every second of every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss when it was pure. When it was just, I would go home and watch Transformers.
No, I know there's that
G.I.
too. The thing is, though, there was a whole organization going like, well, you can't do this or that. And they're like, hey, I'm your best friend. And, you know, this T-shirt got me all the girls in the world. And you're like, I don't think you could do that on TV.
Yeah, you definitely can't. Because it's false advertising. There was like, you know, the FCC would regulate that stuff.
Yeah.
On YouTube, there really isn't that.
There's no precedent for any legal stuff on YouTube with that.
It's, well, one of the clips you showed kind of blew my mind. Because I would never watch this stuff. Like, I'm not going to go watch crane videos.
Yeah.
I think I've used them 10 times in my life, and 9.5 times I lost.
Yeah.
So I think one time there was an earthquake involved and it fell anyway after I won that one time I was drunk.
Oh, that's right. You did.
At the
You're all loose. You can see.
I'm like, I can just see the zeros and ones. Unlock the machine. But all the things are rigged. But like, yeah, when the kid is doing his video and he's like, camera died, or camera
died.
Yeah.
When he was gonna show him opening the box, camera
the camera
died. Thanks
died.
for
It's
watching.
really convenient.
It's like the most low effort. Like, dear God,
Yeah.
not even trying.
But like Gus pointed out, they had 15 million views or whatever.
Dude, they're nutso views on these straight lying ones.
It's really interesting because when I'm watching your guys' videos, these are things that I've noticed for years on YouTube, and I always just skate by it because I'm like, no one gives a fuck about this.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, even if I call attention to it, it's like, dude, no one's gonna do anything about this. Maybe I'm just at this point probably too jaded.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys doing it.
Well, that's how I felt even after this one too. I fully like stand by everything that like I said in it, and it's all truthful what I found too. I think in the future I would probably save more of a little expose thing if it was a more serious thing. But oh well. I like mostly doing goofy stuff for these desk ones, you know, like talking about Chris Hansen's comeback, how he's got a YouTube channel now and that kind of stuff.
I'm not up
But-
on this.
Oh, dude, he is back.
Yeah.
He is fully back.
Is he like? I know his Kickstarter was for like $10,000. I'm like, is that for the grip? Like,
I want to see more Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's a format that never grows old. Like you always want to see bad people just sweating and shitting their pants.
I'm always just sort of worried about these sorts of things only because of Coney 2012, where when Coney happened, I went, I'm going to stay far away. From this. I'm just going to watch. And I'm glad I did because what a shit show that turned out to be. And there's just I feel like every once in a while there's these things like, we need to rally together behind this thing. And I'm the guy who's like, we should see all the facts first. And I get trampled by the mob. So I'm just going to stand off to the side. And it makes me, like Bruce, sort of jaded and sort of like, I don't know. I appreciate your guys' take on it when it's like, I'm just observing.
Yeah.
This is, and we're poking fun at it and having fun. But like, have you guys ever had any like sort of repercussions from that?
Like, oh man, oops, I accidentally did something wrong. Or
I'm
not
guessing you didn't have
that.
a Coney moment. But
No Coney
I didn't
moment.
have I did something wrong moment from it, but I'll talk about it. Just back in December, or I'd say in November, I made a video on a guy who goes up to people in public. He posts this all to like Instagram and Twitter, and he will just fully harass people and like try to roast them, but like shove his camera in their face. And I made a video on him. And then he like tried messaging me and I didn't answer him. And then I was like playing video games with somebody like a week later and I got tagged in an Instagram post where he mentioned choking me to death and smiling the whole time.
I watched this video.
Which so then I made a follow-up video not about it, because at first I was like, I'm not gonna give him any attention for it, but then he blew up on Twitter and Instagram, like hundreds of thousands of followers. So I was like, well, shit, now I have to talk about it, because like if you guys are gonna follow this guy, you gotta know who he is and like what he does. I'm sorry. And he actually just got, I believe, charged with 21 counts of trespassing and harassment. Like, not anything to do with me. This was like happening in his
already
city
happening.
beforehand.
Holy shit.
But yeah, he just lost his Twitter as well too. So like, that's a whole. I've never been involved with any drama stuff until this last like 2 months. So that's why my last video is on an 80s movie and not a person, because I don't want to be.
Well, it sounds like you picked the right guy.
Yeah.
You weren't anything special. It sounds like he was following and harassing a bunch of other people. So
Yeah.
like you were just one of many, that's the one case where you don't want to be special, unlike emoji of the year, because whatever wins. God, we're going to be remembering that, guys. Let's vote. Vote with your wallet, please.
That's an old video. This is my old house.
Ooh.
Do you like films like Jurassic Park and Zodiac?
No, I just put them on.
Oh boy. How are we on time? We okay?
We should probably do another.
I'll do this ad read, and then there's. Man, I'm afraid to get into our next topic. I don't know if I even want to talk about it.
We can. I think we can probably briefly touch it really quick.
You can
So
float
I didn't
it.
mean to say it that way.
We'll touch it.
I did not mean to say it that way. No. I think you guys already know what it is. I didn't mean to talk about
What
it.
thing I want to say is maybe switch the video because there's about to be a lot of Minecraft on the screen. I made a parody of Let's Groove tonight called Let's Mine Tonight to sell my merch, and so I'm just like, that's going to be flashing a lot. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Well, to get your mind off of Minecraft, I want to talk about meat. Bruce, have I ever told you that I love meat?
You have many times.
No, I haven't. Okay, well, guess what, Bruce? I love meat. Get to the script.
Oh, sorry.
I eat meat all the time. Just ask my friend Gus here.
Wow, he has meat on his laptop right now. A sticker, hot damn hot dog.
There it is. My wife made that. So I want to thank ButcherBox for supporting us here on Dude Soup. ButcherBox is a one-stop online shop for all your meaty needs. And I have many meaty needs, as shown on this table. I brought my meats. Yeah, we ordered a box recently. Look at them.
That's a lot of meat.
Adorn my meats.
It's a lot of meat.
Am I using that word correctly? Adorn? I don't know.
Adorn?
It's be adore my meats.
Adore
my meats.
As I adorn you with my meats. You can choose from curated boxes, including a mix of high quality beef, chicken, and pork. Was that a hot take?
Sorry, that's my chopper. It's
Oh, okay, that's
idling
cool.
outside.
You can choose from curated boxes, including a mix of high quality beef, chicken, and pork, or you just customize your own box like we did. Look at this meat.
So much.
Yeah, all meat is delivered right to your doorstep for how much, Bruce?
I don't know.
Free.
Oh, wow! I did not expect that.
Blew your mind. Also blow your mind. ButcherBox delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef, free-range organic chicken, and heritage-bred breed pork, which means they're good to the animals.
Nice.
If you're gonna eat them, be good to them.
Okay.
You don't want to taste the
Behind
fear.
that.
You want to taste the happiness.
Taste the happiness. This tastes so happy.
They're antibiotic and hormone free. ButcherBox believes in a healthier food system where everyone has access to meat the way nature intended, free of antibiotics and hormones. They're all humanly raised by humans.
Wow.
I
would be pissed if anything else raised them, honestly.
would be
feel like the quality would be so low. if, like
Other
dogs.
cows raised them.
So go ahead.
Raised chickens.
You can go ahead and think of ButcherBox as your neighborhood butcher. Mine was named Stan.
Wow.
But this one's called ButcherBox. You get quality beef, chicken, and pork delivered right to your door by my Stan, ButcherBox.
Whoa.
ButcherBox is easy to use, and I actually really enjoyed what they sent me. Bruce, when will you let me cook for you?
I mean, you can cook for me anytime.
Why won't you let me cook for you, Bruce?
Just so you can do it anytime you want it.
Well, I'll be cooking for you. You want to know some things I'll be cooking for you?
Yes.
Well, you can get 2 free filet mignons, free bacon, and $20 off your order if you go to butcherbox.com/dudesoup and enter dudesoup at checkout. This is over a $50 value and available for a limited time, I believe to the end of this month, February. We'll double check on that. So that's 2 free filet mignons. 1 will be cooked for Bruce.
Nice.
That's some free bacon and $20 off your order by going to butcherbox.com/dudesoup, entering code dudesoup at checkout. So go now, limited time offer, get that meat. That's my tagline, not theirs. Okay, so what was your Minecraft video about?
We for a while thought one of my favorite things on the internet is kids uploading Minecraft parodies of songs because the audio quality was always so terrible.
They use like a Turtle Beach mic.
Yeah. So on our first podcast, I would always do a bit because we did it over Skype where I would pretend to be telling him like a really emotional or like good story, and then I would just blast one of the songs to him instead and just be a kid like let's. So to advertise merch, I just made my own version and recorded it on a Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Turtle Beach headset and stuffed it in my mouth.
awesome.
So it sounded awful.
Oh man. Okay, let's talk about pedo rings.
There's a bunch of pedophiles on YouTube. Is the story.
What?
This is worth
the
bringing
story.
up because I believe it affects every person sitting at this table. Maybe
it totally does.
Maybe a few people watching. So Matt's What Is Up put up a 20-minute video on Monday, the 18th of February, shining a bright old light on YouTube's recommended algorithm, which we talked a little bit about earlier today, and God knows, who knows how that thing works. I don't know if YouTube even knows. So in the video, he reports that by using a fresh brand new account that he made and watching 1 or 2 recommended videos with children as the main focal point, he's then thrust upon what he calls a wormhole or loophole of pedophilia-related content. The video itself is overall pretty dramatic. It's eye-opening and also frustrating. Matt points out that there are many of these videos that are also monetized, and they're overtly sexual in nature, featuring children. Many of these videos are time-stamped, and other videos have users sharing unlisted video links in the comments. It's very creepy stuff. So we talk a little bit about the video itself, what it's all about. It's blowing up right now. It's going very viral.
What I've noticed about this video too, because he calls attention to the videos of kids, which that's normal on YouTube. YouTube's for everybody.
Yeah.
And obviously, I assume that there are huge swaths of YouTube that have kids posting videos on you. That's what you guys. I mean, that's what you do when you're 9 or 10 years old and you're learning how to use a computer. But the thing that I think probably is the worst part of this is that all of the bad stuff is happening in the comments.
Yeah.
It's all happening in those comments, or like they're re-uploading. People are taking those videos and re-uploading those videos as unlisted videos and then passing them around.
I mean, some of the videos are very questionable, like kids licking lollipops or eating popsicles, and it's like, okay, someone.
Well, it's like, who made those videos? Like, was it their parents, or was it another kid? Or
Yeah.
like,
Is it a kid just hanging out and like trying to like have a popsicle and then they posted their video because they're a kid and they don't think about it? Or is it like something more sinister with it?
to me, that's what it feels like. It's like if a 10-year-old was using Instagram and they're just like shooting their friends doing shit, right?
Yeah.
And then basically you just put that video on YouTube because that's what you do as a kid. Again, you're just like, oh, I got a YouTube channel. I'll put all my stuff on YouTube. And then somebody else grabs it. And I think the question, Adam and I were talking about this earlier, how does YouTube stop this? How does YouTube get into the wade into the comments and stop?
I'm a little like, it's weird to say this, but I just want to say, like, as somebody who makes these types of videos, like not, the subject matter.
Absolutely.
I think this video is super important, but I think aspects of this video were kind of irresponsibly made. He seems to like, without knowing a lot of stuff of how YouTube works, fully blame stuff. And again, YouTube still needs to fix things and change things. But even there's like a part where with the monetized stuff, he's kind of calling out directly to company advertisers, and it kind of seems to like needlessly be wanting to start another adpocalypse, which like,
I agree.
This needs to be fixed, but that part is like, let's put tens of thousands of jobs at least in danger for this issue when like they are still working against this stuff. They need to do a better job.
Yeah.
But I think some of the things he said in this were kind of irresponsible.
I completely agree. It was one of the things when I watched this video, I was really worried because I've been worried for my own livelihood.
Yeah.
Because again, it's going to affect everyone on YouTube that is trying to make a normal living and make content. And this was scary. Now I appreciate his video. What I wish he had done is make this video and send it directly to YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish that he had sent it directly to YouTube and gotten a response and made sure that they were following up on that stuff. Yeah. Because posting this on YouTube, then getting 1.5 million views or whatever it's got now, it's worrisome.
I see where he's coming from, though.
Totally.
This is someone who he said he had communicated with or messaged YouTube multiple times, and it's like there is a frustration of like this stuff is still continuing.
Still happening.
It's not happening. So at some point, you got to get on top of your soapbox and scream and go fix this shit. Yeah. And I mean, he probably raises a good point. So obviously, full disclosure, we all make money off of YouTube because of the content we create, and should we be making money on a platform that is allowing this sort of stuff to be happening? Like, it's kind of sickening. It's like, hey, maybe, because he even says in his video, Matt says that he's like, I don't want to be on a platform that allows this sort of thing. Now that his video is blowing up and he's getting a following, perhaps he'll stick around. Maybe YouTube will fix their stuff, hopefully. But I don't even know how YouTube even fixes the stuff. I don't know. I'm expecting a statement from them at some point, but I don't know. How do you stop people from being shitty?
I have no problem with soapboxing about the issue. It was specifically when he was calling to the brands. I don't remember the examples, but he was just like, Lysol, Coca-Cola and shit.
Yeah,
it's like, don't do that. Because you can say, YouTube, get your shit together, get this shit off the site, but also don't say, hey, brands who are looking to potentially renegotiate better ad deals, here's the perfect ammunition that you have right now, Yeah,
he makes a good argument in the video that these sorts of scummy videos are getting monetized, whereas many other YouTubers are not getting monetized. He showed a lot of clips during the adpocalypse, which I could show you the graph. It looks like a children's slide.
Yeah,
it's
it
great.
destroyed.
Destroyed everybody.
Yeah,
it's like Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It's just like all the way straight down. Is brutal, and it's gotten better. I think we've slowly been climbing out of the hole little by little, but. You're right. I'm sort of like, well, let's batten up the windows and patch everything up because we're coming in for another rainy season.
Yeah.
I think the argument you could make though is that those videos are monetized and there's nothing in the video that's inappropriate. It's like people are taking the video. So like I think specifically that part to call their advertisers and be like, look, here's a kid hanging out in their room. Why would you monetize this? And it's like, well, are we going to dive into every content thing that's not inappropriate and say if it should be or should not be monetized?
Also, in the video, the guy specifically suggested, again, I feel bad even pulling specifics from the video because we watched it one time. At least I watched it one
once,
time.
yeah.
I could only watch it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just couldn't-
but I believe that he was saying something along the lines of like someone needs to be going in and manually checking this, and there's just no way on God's green earth that's fucking possible. For even if you took the top 200 YouTubers and had like a team at YouTube go and manually look at each of their uploads, you can't even manage that, let alone the billions of minutes uploaded like weekly to YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
it's I don't know what the solution is at all, but like Eddie said,
the solution. I think the solution is what they tried before, which was, and I'm like, they're doing it now. They're actually having people manually look at each video and demonetizing videos or whatever it is. They have apparently thousands and thousands of people watching videos, but they're going to need thousands and thousands more to go and look at comments.
yeah,
I mean, like,
it's going to be hard,
and it's going to be
hard to
literally
do it.
millions of people that they'd have to hire. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be a business.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
So
The sketchy part that he mentions in the video is when people are sharing unlisted videos.
Yeah.
Which your mind immediately goes to the darkest place it can go, so you don't know what's going on there. I will say this though, when you're uploading stuff like that, even though it's unlisted, YouTube owns that video. It's on their server. You upload
Yeah.
it to their service. So at the very least, if people are sharing disgusting things like that, I'm hoping they're getting caught, or YouTube's at least flagging this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping these guys are stupid enough that they're like, oh, if I show something horrible, it's unlisted, no one can see it. It's just mine. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, the robot sees all.
Yeah.
So that's the one hopeful thing.
I think the biggest thing with this issue, I mean, even for us, like a lot of people are afraid to talk about it because clearly the number one biggest issue with everything to do with this is that children are being taken advantage of negatively on
Like
this site.
99% of the priority
That
for
is,
it.
yeah,
Like,
that is the
absolutely.
number one thing is fix this shit so children stop being taken advantage of on this platform. You can't fucking make child porn disappear everywhere. It's shitty, but we can fix this. And the only problem that like creators would have with how this specific video was presented was this dude taking shots at the individual brands, and that's what scares us. Obviously, it's like kids first. Wish it would have been presented better, but I'm glad it's coming to light. I wish it would have been presented better.
And it was a Hail Mary. He probably thought he was going to get 10,000 views on it, and this could be his Coney moment.
Yeah.
Let's hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah.
And try to weather the storm as it may come. I think at the end of the day, I don't want to be apologetic to a platform that would, if they went, we're cool with this sort
Yeah,
of thing.
absolutely.
YouTube
not.
would
That'd be
never-
full
I
fuck
I think
that.
YouTube would never do that.
I-
They would
yeah.
never ever do that.
I was telling Bruce earlier, it'd be like, imagine you're the person who invented the camera, and you're like, I invented this camera, but I'm not really creative with it. Bruce, take this camera and go film things. And he comes back with CP, and I go, what the fuck? And he's like, do you like it? And I'm like, no, that was never its intention. Gus took pictures of beautiful clouds and birds. Why can't you do that? He's like, well, I like this. And I'm like, oh yeah, humans are terrible.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
it's nuclear fission. That's what nuclear fission was. It was basically designed to be a power plant, right? Oh, we can make power the most efficient way. Oh, we made a bomb?
Yeah.
Oh, oh man.
We're supposed to
we made
do
the,
that, yeah.
We made the atom bomb. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
fire it'll breathe life into things. We can kill
yeah.
witches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing he said as well too, where it seemed like he was suggesting at one point, if I remember correctly, that YouTube was almost like purposely hiding and recommending these videos. But it was clearly like
They're not.
YouTube's algorithm is based off of, if you are watching kids' videos, the algorithm, I'm assuming, thinks you are a child and you want to watch that content. So then it shows you more. But he kind of painted it as like, yeah, if you're into this stuff, you enter the wormhole and YouTube's like, welcome, horrible
yeah.
person. Like, and I don't think that's it either. But again, I just want to say, like, YouTube, I'm not defending YouTube. Like, they need to change shit. I just feel like that's the main thing. But like, I don't know. The video was, I had very mixed feelings about it.
Well, I have almost, look, it's one of those things where like, we're not defending obviously any of these practices that these disgusting perverts are doing. One of the things that I do have daily contact with YouTube, literally daily contact with them, and they're constantly fighting this stuff. And that's, it's, I don't feel bad for YouTube at all because they have a platform that's making billions of dollars. But at the same time, they really do know about these problems. And I think they're like desperately trying to figure it out. Hopefully this will mobilize them faster this time around. And I know they've been trying to prevent this stuff even more so since Adpocalypse, because Adpocalypse was a huge deal for them. There was one call that Adam and I were on where there was a really high-ranking YouTube executive with his head in his hands. Like he was just like this the whole time because he was so bummed. He was so upset that this kind of shit was happening. And I tell you what, when YouTube like sees these things, they're really upset about them. They get really upset, and it's tough to be like, oh, guys, they're gonna fix it, I promise. But at the same time, they're really trying, but humans are fucking terrible.
And the scope of how many people are on the site is something that should also come into mind for it. Like, not in defense of them too, but yeah, it's like, do we treat YouTube and Twitter and Facebook like regular businesses, or are they just like kind of like a phone now?
Yeah, they're a utility or something. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just weird. It's any angle, like people are afraid to talk on it. Like even my answers, I was trying to choose my language very carefully and have it be like kind of child first. That's the biggest fucking issue here. But it's just weird
It's the camera's a great analogy.
I'm just saying, much like everything else, I'm going to stand off to the side. I will always, like Gus said, I always fight for basic human rights. One of which at the top of the list is do not exploit children. If you're listening, Tito Jackson, you're a monster for what you did to Michael. And what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah, you're also a monster.
And Chris Brown.
True.
And Chris Brown.
And Chris Brown, they're all monsters.
So many monsters on this planet. But anyway, that's kind of a downer, but it's an interesting topic because it relates to all of us in a way that it's like these things happen, and then there's a lot of bystanders, which it's like I don't know. I'm not mad. I'm not upset if an adpocalypse thing sort of happens. It's just like that's the way the punches roll, man. It's like,
if it happens, it happens.
You gotta just kind of be ready for this stuff. And we've preached this for years. We're like, we don't own the platform. Yeah. You do as much as you want to believe you own your channel, you do not. And YouTube is the master of this thing, and their fuck up is your fuck up. So you sort of like, it's not like you take responsibility for it, but you're gonna have to deal with whatever the consequences are, and that sucks.
I just hope YouTube's able to fix this soon, really, really fast.
Yeah.
But you know why we're gonna be here for a long time? Because we have ad reads.
Dude, we gotta start doing ad reads.
We haven't done one
in a long time.
I mean, honestly, we do ad reads because they help when these sort of things happen. And it's great that we have awesome sponsors like Squarespace. They've actually been a sponsor for a long time, and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's podcast. We've had them, like I said, for years, and there's a really good reason why they've been sponsoring us. Right, Bruce?
What's that reason?
Can you tell me why, Bruce?
I mean, that they're reliable?
Because that's pretty much what I was going to say.
All right.
Squarespace has everything for anyone who wants to get their website off the ground. That's right, a website. And everyone should have one of those, especially if you're trying to get your business going. This stuff used to be impossible. Does anyone remember using Dreamweaver and wanting to rip their hair out?
I do. Absolutely.
PHP, what?
I do.
I can't. Now, honestly, it's easier than ever with Squarespace with their amazing arsenal of features.
What features are there, Adam?
Oh, man, what features are those you asked, Bruce? Is exactly the line. Did you read ahead? Well, I'm glad you asked. On top of the stuff you already know about, like simple blog publishing or templates that are from world-class designers, they're now offering email campaigns. Email, Bruce.
Well, I knew it.
You know what email is. It's not going away.
I use that.
Basically, they say from Squarespace saying, say more, sell more, stand out in any inbox with Squarespace email campaigns. Our all-in-one platform makes it easy to unify your brand voice from your homepage to your email. So are you tired, Gus, of your mom ignoring your thoughts on the latest season of Degrassi?
Disgusted.
Not anymore. You can remind her over email.
Oh.
She can no longer ignore you.
Good.
There's no way.
Drake is in a wheelchair.
Your thoughts are important and they should be sent to your mother. Isn't that right, Eddie?
That's right. I sent him to Gus's mom too.
This is weird.
Anyway, we love you, Squarespace. Thank you so much for everything that you do. You support us, and we're very happy to support you back. So please go to squarespace.com/dudesoup for a free trial. And when you're actually ready to launch whatever you guys want to do, you can use their offer code DUDESOUP, one word, and you save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Once again, that's squarespace.com/dudesoup. Thank you for keeping us alive. Because
during what's to come.
like I said, I got my raincoat. I got my boat ready.
Yeah.
Kids are in the basement. Unrelated. That was a bad. I shouldn't have said that. Families in the basement.
We know what you meant. I just really hope. I really hope that YouTube is able to fix this fast. I think that's the most important thing that they know about it. YouTube knows about this, and they got a hold of this fast. And it's one of. I can't stress enough that they just need to hire more people.
Yeah.
Just need to hire more people that can maintain their platform.
Has the platform gotten so big though that you can no longer control the monster?
I don't know. Because isn't YouTube just like financially not profitable for Google overall?
I don't know.
That's what I read once in a little junket. And that's the extent of the knowledge I have.
Big statement.
I read it once on
Take
a
it what you
blog.
will.
I would actually believe that. I would
Yeah.
believe that they are not profitable as a business. I mean, I know that they bring in a lot of revenue for Google, but I don't know that they're
But
profitable.
I mean, they're kind
like
of just cornering the market right now on online video sharing shit for the most part. Like,
I guess Google just has sort of bottomless pockets at this point.
Yeah.
They can afford to lose as long as they own everything. I mean, they have T-Series. What are you
honestly,
gonna beat that?
that's all you need.
PewDiePie's being
PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, one single Swedish man is defeating an entire
And an
network.
editor.
That's right. And I think his dog helps. So that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, absolutely.
So keep fighting the good fight, everyone. Gus and Eddie, where can our wonderful viewers and listeners and anyone who decide, I don't know if there's maybe a smell-o-vision we're doing now. Who knows what year this is? Where can they find
Yes, 5 Kids 4 Aromascope.
we'll have links to your channels in our description, obviously, want to check out. Is there anything else you guys want to shout out that you're working on that you want people to know about?
Do we meant our podcast?
Yeah,
probably.
we do a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy.
It's called the Gus and Eddie Podcast. Very complicated name to find us.
Yeah.
That's really it. If our
Otherwise,
channels
yeah.
are there.
Gus Johnson, Eddie Burback are our main channels. Otherwise,
Cool.
we make funny memes.
Memes are funny, and I appreciate the good work you gentlemen do. Bruce, what are you working on?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
Meat. It's thawing right now, and I'm worried about where it's going.
We're gonna have to get that back in the freezer stat because I need to cook it this weekend for my good friend Bruce. I say my bad friend Bruce.
Jimbo.
I hate calling anyone a best friend because then someone else is like, but I thought I was your best friend.
Yeah.
you go.
That's- At my wedding, I didn't have a best man.
That's good.
That's how horrible I am.
That's right, you didn't.
No, I
I forgot
didn't.
about that.
I wouldn't have done it, but I have a twin brother, so I can't not do that because it's like
He's got to be your
he's
best
got to
man.
be, or everyone would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man?"
I wasn't even invited to your wedding. If it's any consolation,
Well, like you would have been a candidate for best
I
man.
didn't know him yet, but I'm still pissed.
Actually, before we go, or maybe I'll save it for the post show. I'm curious because when I found your channel, I was like, I'm gonna follow this guy on Twitter. Saying it's like Gus follows you. I'm like, why? Why does he follow me?
I think
we're
I-
gonna find out in the post show.
Okay.
Oh wow, good
Little
tease.
tease.
Yeah.
Little
Anyway, so any audio listeners, I'm sorry, but video live viewers right now, you can stick around. We're gonna be doing the post show. We're gonna be taking some questions. I think we got some fan art. Omar, did the interns get it?
We do.
Yes.
All right.
'Cause I forgot to make the doc. Yeah, we'll be looking at some of that stuff and taking some more questions for our fine friends here. So we'll see you next week. I mean, actually tomorrow because we keep making content every day. But if you're only a podcast listener, I feel bad for you. But we'll see you next week because we make so many other things. You know, just cut it, Omar.
It's possible for a guy to have multiple orgasms, true or false.
How do you want us to do this? You want us to go around, or
Yeah,
what?
let's start one by one.
Okay,
You
I'll
go.
go. Who cares? For me, one is enough, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about you.
So you
Damn right.
do or don't think
At least he's gonna have to ask that every time at the.